just move again. This is something that I've reported. So I've got the pop-up on my phone when I get a message, well, when I get an Uber alert for a delivery, it pops up. So I'm typing on my phone and I accidentally accepted an order. Well, I called customer support or driver support, trying to find out more information about this trip because they have this information there. I have been told, and they can tell you what the initial acceptance was. The driver, I'm sorry, lights threw me off. Representative was not willing to give me that information. She says, I can only tell you that it's 8 miles away. I said, I'm sorry, but I know that you have the initial acceptance. She's like, no, if the order is still ongoing, we can't tell you what this order is worth. I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. Unfortunately, I know that that's incorrect. I made an error in selecting this order. I just needed to tell you, I need you to tell me what the initial contract offer was. I can't do that. We don't have that information. I said, unfortunately, I know that you're being dishonest because I've already had to verify this with another representative. I've had this issue happen before. They can tell you. They have all of that information. So I hang up and I try to call again. And I'm going in and I can't get going in and I'm trying to find. Sorry, this is just really, this whole thing just annoys me to no end. And I'm on the phone again trying to get to a representative and I'm talking to the people to pick up the food. And they're like, hey, we don't have funnel cake. Sorry. Could you call the customer and find out if they are willing to substitute it for something else? I'm like, man, I'm really sorry. I'm having problems with the app and I can't reach out to them, which I am having issues with the app. I don't know if it's my side or if it's Uber's side. Either way, can't reach out to them. No problem. I'm sure they'll just credit them or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I'll call them and let them know. So I try to call Uber and let them know that it's just missing a funnel cake. I've got everything else. I explain that to the representative. Give them my name. Hi, it's an order for so-and-so. The order is missing an item, but I'm able to complete the order. They're just missing a funnel cake. I'm on my way to the destination. Okay, no problem. We just need to reach out to the restaurant to find out about the missing item. No problem. I'm going to continue to drive while you do that because it could be, sometimes it takes them 5 minutes to get back to you. Waiting on hold, waiting on hold, waiting on hold. The order gets canceled. While I'm on the road, the representative comes back on the phone and says, okay, I went ahead and canceled the order since you're missing an item. I'm like, why would you cancel the order? I have everything minus a funnel cake in my car. Oh. Well, in that case, just go ahead and complete the order, ma'am. How can I complete the order if I don't have their address? And I know. I should be using the other GPS option instead of the internal GPS in the app. Generally do. But seeing as how this was out in the middle of nowhere and they had a direct pin on their address, this made more sense. But now I don't have the address. So she says, okay, well, let me contact the customer and see if I can give you their address. Are you willing to complete I'm willing to complete the order if you can give me the address. Absolutely. And tell me how much this order's worth, because I have no idea. So she calls the customer, comes back onto the line, gives me their address, and now got an offer even while I'm driving off. I thought I disconnected it. So now I've got the address and I'm headed to this place. She says, don't worry, we're going to give you $5 extra for your patience, and because it's kind of because there's weird stuff going on. That's great. Just be sure that you call us and the customer calls us to know that you've completed the order. 10-4, I definitely will call you, because this is a $14 order that's now turning into a $19 order. All on a hope and a prayer that Uber actually does make good on their payment. Because when an order is canceled, you don't get the tip. So this long drive into the middle of nowhere, an 8-mile order, was only technically worth $5, because that's all Uber was willing to pay me, because the customer tipped so much. You see, that's how they get out of paying you what you're worth, because the customer makes up for it. If the customer tips you a high dollar amount, Uber will reduce the amount that the company pays, so you still think that you're coming out ahead. When in reality, if they were paying you the correct amount, the customer shouldn't be paying my wage. A tip is a tip. Uber is responsible for paying my wage. It's not the other way around. Because I guarantee you, what they don't understand is that by tipping more, that doesn't make their fees any less. They're tipping because they know that they live in the middle of nowhere. So I'm hopeful that Uber will make good on their promise and pay me the full amount, as well as the $5 compensation. But as it stands right now, and I've called to let them know that I completed the order, I have not seen that in my wallet. Usually whenever there's an adjustment, it's done instantly. This is the kind of thing that really upsets me about Uber, is that they will do anything that they need to in order to get that delivery out the door. They're starting to slowly turn into DoorDash, and it's not okay. Because I nixed DoorDash for this very reason. Because of the way that they're treating their customers and how they're treating their drivers. They're completely lowballing their drivers, because they know that there's so many people out there willing to deliver for nothing, because they don't know better. So I will update this if I do get paid what I was supposed to. But I have a good feeling. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they will make good, but I don't think that they will. I think they completely got off by basically getting a free delivery out of me. And if that's the case, Uber will be dead to me. I've got other apps that I'll use. I will not use this app again. I can't do free deliveries. Like, free deliveries don't pay my bills.